My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Sagittarius. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general reading of past, present, future, a 9-card spread. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck, clarify with the vampire deck, draw a special vampire card, draw a vampire oracle, and then draw 3 yes or no answers for thee. So let's get started on your reading. Okay, the general card for today, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, let's look at the first row, which is us, your past. You get the King of Cups reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, and King of Swords reversed. Okay, so what I kind of saw in your past, my beloved Sagittarius, is that there is a bit of lack of clarity with the King of Cups reversed, because water needs to be clear and healthy and not mucky and gross or muddy in any way. But it's like I kind of sense that there's a bit of a lack of clarity, and then with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, it's kind of like a lack of motivation, and with the King of Swords, yes, it's kind of like a lack of direction or a lack of strategy and analytical thinking of thinking, okay, well, where do I go from here? Well, sometimes these moments happen. So obviously whatever happened before this past situation, will probably happen like maybe, hopefully, in January or even toward the end of 2024, is something, cause you to really pretty much just kind of think, why do I bother? I feel like there's no clarity at all. I feel like, that, I'm just, walking through this misty, path, and it just seems like it's just getting, thicker and clouded, and it's just, everything is just not working out for me. Everything is just bleak and stuff like that, and uncertain. So why should I put in time and effort? Because I really feel like my whole analytical thinking and determination is off. Well, it's like, here comes the beautiful, wonderful, hypocritical Gabriella speaking here. Sometimes we are dealt with setbacks, and in setbacks in any way, whether it's like failing an exam, or whether it's not getting the anything that you really want, even though you really tried your best and hard work and stuff like that. Sometimes you need to kind of go down a different way, or whatever just did not work out in the first place, was not meant to happen. The thing is this, it's like, but if you ever dealt with setbacks, this is pretty much also the important lesson, even for me, when I even woke up as a vampire, is how badly do you want that goal? How badly do you want to achieve, this exam? What's the reason and purpose behind it? Because once you are actually, incredibly motivated, such as your passion itself, because you are the hunter and huntress, the centaur, with your bow and arrow, you need to remind yourself every day, okay, sometimes, you trip over your feet and you injure yourself, but the thing is that going to stop you from moving forward? That's one thing that you should always remind yourself, is to say, I'm just going to keep going despite all the odds, because, once you reach that moment of actually achieving, or, passing that finish line and stuff like that, it's going to be this euphoric, grand feeling, and not just only a 5-minute pleasure because you were handed something, just, because, nothing worth having comes easy. And that's what I even remind myself every day. Because in current times, the transition from feeling like you're, a lack of, analytical thinking and strategy, you do get 3 of Pentacles. So, maybe this is, a great, wonderful support system of family and friends. You get Queen of Wands, which is very, strong, courageous, passionate, and very, confident, stuff like that. And just like yourself, you can have water of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, earth of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or you can have Leo, or maybe another Sagittarius, or maybe Aries, or you can even have Aquarius, Libra. I mean, you have practically all of the, the earth, the fire, and the water signs here too. But yet somehow, here's where the little tiny bit of self-doubt creeps back into your life. Okay, well, sometimes, these moments happen, okay, you're uplifted by your family and friends. Everything is just beautiful, grand, and wonderful. This is, the motivation, speech you probably, probably received from your family and friends to say, oh, don't give up because of this and that reason and stuff like that. It made you, or it's giving you the real strong and confident feeling of thinking, yes, I can do this. Yes, I'm going to be the centaur. I'm going to be back into the woods with my bow and arrow, and I'm going to be hunting for that beautiful prey of whatever it may be. But then somewhere, along the road of this, of, your journey of wherever it may, heading towards, suddenly, the self-doubt, wants to creep back into your life and think, oh, can I even handle this? Well, the thing is, what I even tell myself, even whenever I wake up, even, yeah, whenever I wake up, is I always remind myself, how bad do you want this? But why are you a tarot reader? And stuff like that. So I always have to, give myself daily reminders as well. So, the future, okay, maybe, you're dealing with a bit of self-doubt, stuff like that. The future, may seem like, you have no options, no growth, no development with the Three of Wands. So you're pretty much just thinking, well, it's like, why do I bother? The future just does not look better at all. But you get the World upright. But I'm not allowed to show this card to you. And here's your determination and passion with the Seven of Wands. Again, my beloved Sagittarius. Wonderful. Please don't give up on your determination, your strategic and analytical thinking, your passion, your reason, your meaning, your value, your beliefs, whatever, will helps you, will get through any kind of, difficult setback in any way. Because, this is, the reason behind it. Just remind yourself. At least that's my suggestion. So, with the King of Cups reversed, you probably felt like, there was no clarity because you get death. Well, this is kind of like thinking something ended, and that's what kind of made you feel like, okay, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now. I feel like I'm just stuck. I just feel like I have nowhere to go. I feel drowned. I feel, overwhelmed with emotions and stuff like that because something just did not work out in the past for me. Well, the thing is, you can see it like that, but the way I see it is that, okay, sometimes, it's like you feel like, there's a lack of clarity, but with the Death card, which is one of the cards I pulled, for the vampire literally killed me off. The thing is this is all about rebirthing and renewal. Out with the old and in with the new. Now, I was an old human, and I'm a new vampire. Does it make it all better? No, but the thing is, it's like, I don't want to be like victim blaming or, to be a forgiver, of any wrongdoers and stuff like that. But I sometimes try to believe, that the vampire probably saw potential, for me as being a good tarot reader and stuff like that. So maybe he thought, I need to have, this, person, with this immortal gift to be able to present, 300 years of experience to modern day humans and stuff like that. But the thing is I try to see it like that at least. And so that's kind of like my rebirthing moment. Yes, I pretty much just felt kind of blind and overwhelmed and stuff like that, and I died. Well, I know exactly how you feel though. When the Eight of Pentacles reversed, you lack motivation, but you got the Daughter of Knives. I find this wonderful, extraordinary, because the thing is you were able to actually still get outside or get out there, wherever it may be, despite feeling like, why do I bother? Something, didn't work out for me, so why should I just get out there and, and proceed with it? Well, sometimes, we are dealt with all these setbacks, but it's actually, helps us grow stronger and stuff like that. So then when you deal with setbacks, you can just think, yeah, so what, I've dealt with that before. It's nothing new. But I love the fact, that you got the Page of Swords of saying, nope, I'm just going to get back out there and I'm going to be incredibly, stronger than before. Love it. With the King of Swords reversed, you felt kind of like there was a lack of clarity or, lack of strategy and analytical thinking, but you got the Six of Skulls. So, it's like the thing was, you pretty much this table probably felt directionless in some way, but yet you're receiving or you were giving something. I think you were probably receiving something, because after this we're going to be looking at the Three of Pentacles. So, it's like sometimes, when you're kind of lost, dazed, and confused, sometimes your friends and family can actually, try to, catch you before you fall and think, okay, we're going to help you out and we're going to support you and stuff like that. So sometimes, it's like this is kind of like, maybe, a good family or friend or something that pretty much, saw you and said, I'm going to help Sagittarius out. Because, it's like, why not? Sometimes, some people, need some support, guidance in any way, and, and there's no shame in ever having to accept help from people. Wow, intense. Three of Pentacles in modern times, you get the Three of Wands. So what I see here is, it's like, either, it's like, your friends and family, more or less helped you, find this purpose of actually embarking on the ship of journey, or no, the ship of opportunity on this new journey. So sometimes, it's like, yeah, sometimes, your friends and family can be, your greatest supporter, or anybody out there who can probably motivate you on saying, nope, you need to get back out there. Sometimes, you were dealt with all these setbacks, but don't let any kind of negativity hold you back ever. So maybe that's what helped you, will finally, bring back the passion back into your life again. Queen of Wands, you are incredibly strong and courageous because you get the 10 of Grails. Maybe this is a happy home, happy hearth, happy family, but there's definitely abundance heading, even, in current times, can't say when, where, how, but you are incredibly strong, and this is going to be incredibly fulfilling. So the thing is, sometimes, it's like, I think I mentioned this, it's like, instead of being handed something just like that, to say, okay, here's your certificate, you didn't have to do anything about it, then you just kind of look at us and say, this has no value. But the fact is, when you put time and effort into something and you actually receive a beautiful, like, return of anything, then it becomes very incredibly valuable, because you think, wow, I put in hard work and determination and now I've won this. So that's kind of what I see here is, this is also about, overcoming things and living in a very prosperous and happy and strong and grounded and loving situation, because you put in a lot of time and effort. This is your courage and strength within yourself, and this is you pretty much just thinking, wow, I put in all the time and effort, and this is my reward. Two of Cups, and with a little bit of self-doubt, you do get the Prince of Grails, which is the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is kind of like, offering something. So, sometimes, it's like, when you feel like, you lack doubt or faith within yourself, either, you have to kind of still offer something to yourself to think, okay, it's like, I'm strong and courageous, but, the thing is the offering doesn't have to be, a chalice of anything, of water or blood for that matter. But what it could also mean is that you pretty much just think, I'm not going to give up on myself, because I'm going to still, give myself, the motivation to keep going and stuff like that. So, sometimes, you kind of have to be there 100% for yourself. You can always, lean on your friends and family for advice, but, what I love and admire about all fire signs, including you, is that, you guys are incredibly independent to when I think, okay, I'm not going to let, I'm not going to let myself be dependent on other people and stuff like that, because the Knight of Cups is also about offering or nurturing yourself with the chalice of water. So sometimes, when your self-doubt creeps in, then you're pretty much just going to be nurturing yourself and say, oh no, we're going to try to find that, passion within ourselves again. Three of Wands reversed. You feel directionless, but you get the Priestess. Wonderful. You could definitely have water somewhere in your star chart of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it looks like, that you're pretty much actually learning from any kind of like, past mistakes and stuff like that. So it may seem like, with the internal fear or irrational fear of thinking that there's no escape and no development, no growth and stuff like that, you're going to be using your beautiful, knowledge of cautionary tales or any kind of, guidance and support from whoever was out there, and actually think, no, we're going to actually find a meaning and value again. So, sometimes, you're dealt with setbacks, but the thing is, if that isn't the first time you've dealt with, that you've tripped over your feet or something, for example, then you've learned from it to say, okay, I'm just going to get back up. Instead of just saying, well, I'm going to wait for somebody to help me back up. But this is actually, one of the most strongest and most important cards in the deck, because, it's all about, the strongest knowledge and, the upper knowledge with this book of knowledge that this vampire is more or less just holding. For the world, you get Daughter of Skulls, you get Page of Pentacles. So what I actually see you, doing is either A, this is all pretty much based off of career, where you pretty much felt all directionless regarding, which path you're going to be following and stuff like that. But there's definitely abundance and self-care and nurturing. Is a Daughter of Grails is the Page of Pentacles. So I actually see you heading out into this world either for a new job opportunity, because like I mentioned, even with the Page of Swords and any pages, it's all about going on this journey. So, but I just actually see that but it could also be abundance. It could be any kind of material possessions, anything, regarding this kind of, metaphorical journey. What I love about the Daughter of Skulls is if you look at this tiny little candle, this little, pouty vampire is this little tiny candle of hope of thinking, okay, the world may seem all bleak and uncertain and stuff like that, but I'm going to use my upper knowledge to get out into this world. And I'm going to get, what I finally want. Because with the Seven of Wands, You get Three of Pentacles. So this is maybe you finally, finding your true self again, and to think, okay, it's like, I'm stronger than before. I know what I'm capable of doing. I don't, it's like, well, maybe this could be also help and support from other people as well, because this is the second Three of Pentacles. But I'm more or less actually seeing you actually becoming way stronger than before. And, and yeah, but I remember, what my ancestors, or even what my parents told me when I was even a child, is to say, is the best gift is, to have, your own self-worth and your own self, strength, to be able to handle anything in this world. And that's what I would also like to share with you all, is to have your own personal strength, and don't ever depend on anybody in this world, but always make sure, it's like that you can handle anything, but this is you stronger than ever. Remarkable. Now that's what I'm talking about. For your special vampire card, you get the Hermit. So this is all about self-reflection, introspection, kind of having to, be alone and do a bit of, just, do, self-time and stuff like that. So take all the time you need, but don't, take too long, because, you want to make sure you get out into this world and remain hopeful, remain, just, take good care of yourself, nurture yourself, even if you ever feel like you have self-doubt and stuff like that. Always anchor yourself with all of your past, success stories that that, well, you can handle anything. Okay, let's see what the Oracle has for my Sagittariuses. Resurrection. Love this. Reprise, recovery, and comeback. And this is what I see with the Seven of Wands. You're definitely going to be stronger, and you're going to be having a resurrection moment in the future. Can't say when or how, but you're going to be finding your true passion, your groove, your strength, your determination, your hunter and huntress, instinct is going to return now back to you. But, you get reprise, recovery, and comeback. Man, woman, blonde, brunette, redhead. Now that's what I'm talking about. I'm not worried at all. I'm impressed. Okay, I'm going to finish off with 3 yes or no answers. Please feel free to pause this video and think about the questions you want answered. For number 1, you get no with the King of Pentacles reversed. No for second, because you get 4 of Wands reversed. And no for third, because you get 10 of Wands upright. Well, my beloved Sagittarius, I'm going to have to leave it at this, but if this reading resonated, please feel free to join and subscribe on more vampire journey towards the future. I just want to thank you guys incredibly so much for supporting me and my channel. In a few days, I'm going to go back to love rings, so I'm going to go back and forth between general and love for now, but I just want to say how much I love and admire you guys, and thank you all so much again.